Hey,
This
everybody.
we're doing this a second week in a row.
Yeah,
Oh joy.
it's a good time. Hey, and I think we're doing the same format, right?
I really wish you'd give me show notes.
Yeah, so we're gonna do the same deal we did last time. We're gonna have our guest on the screen here. For the first half of the show ish. It'll just be three guys talking. We'll ask them some questions, but that might lead to other things and other questions, and that's fine. Second half, we're gonna go ahead and take questions from you guys, and so don't even bother putting questions in the first half. Save your questions until the second half. Also, during the second half, like last week, we'll let people hop into the chat and ask a quick one or two questions to Butch, and then kick you out and bring the next one up to ask some questions. So, should be good times.
You're already getting chance for Mrs. Homeowner.
Oh yeah, yeah. We were trying to do 5 minutes with Bobby, but we're still in contract negotiations on that one. Yeah, so tonight we have the Crazy Pop, Butch, cooking with the Crazy Pop. Well, I don't know if he's going to go into both channels or not.
He is. I already got plans for that.
Yeah. But I know a lot of you guys know him, but his links should be down in the description there. If not, I'll update it. But let's take a quick peek at what is the Crazy Pop. And here he is. Butch, welcome to the hot seat.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here.
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How y'all?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. So you just made that intro video a few days ago.
Yeah, about a week ago I made that. Yeah, just kind of threw it together. Something kind of to add to make a channel trailer.
Nice.
Look good.
Yeah. That way, when people land on our homepage, they can kind of know what the channel is going to be about, maybe what they can expect.
Yeah.
Some of the cooks that we do.
Nice.
All right. Before we get too deep in this, Rob, I got to keep us on track. Let's talk about the donations for the super shots.
I was just going to say that we didn't mention that yet.
That's the only reason you have me here is to keep this on the rails.
That's right. I was teeter-tottering off the rails there for a sec. Yeah. So tonight, all the super shots. Call it $20. So super chat, super sticker, whichever. Whenever that happens, we'll take a drink of whatever it is we're drinking. And also 10% of that will go towards Butch's charity of his choosing, which is Butch.
Josh and Babe. Josh and Bethany.
So we're going to send 10% of all the super chats tonight to Josh and Babe. So we'll go ahead and use that Fund the First link.
I just dropped the link in there, and if anybody would like to donate directly to the Fund the First, we highly recommend you do that also.
Yep.
Yeah. Y'all super chat it up.
Yeah. And so yeah, 10% will go to that. And otherwise, if you guys want to just donate directly, go ahead right there. That'd be great. But so tonight, let's talk about you. How long have you been doing your YouTube channels?
We've been actually doing it for about 3 years now. And actually, when we started, we didn't have really a theme for it, I guess you say.
Right.
You know, we just kind of just started as a joke.
Okay.
The cooking part is kind of Hobo's fault, and I didn't tell you this, Hobo, before the show. Is
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know you're a bad influence apparently.
I am not a role model.
No, but I thought if you could do this and people watched it, anybody can do this. You melted butter in the microwave.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, hey, look at here. How cool is that? You know,
I think the video got like fucking 50,000 views.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I seen all the views on it. I'm like, I can do that. Well, that's kind of how we got in the cooking part of it. And the channel the channel started out as it's a family channel overall, no matter if we cook or what we do.
Right.
We're on media lists with Dollywood and Carowinds and several other amusement parks. So if you look at our channel, even on our playlist that's on the channel now, you'll see a lot of theme park stuff and a lot of cooking stuff. So the channel's kind of evolved to what it is now, just a cooking channel. We have separated the channels. So we've been on it for about 3 years now. And it's just getting more and more fun. You know, I've met a lot of great friends, you know, a lot of great people on here. And it's like he says, we're not a community, we're a family. And that's what it kind of feels like that. You know, it really does. You know, these people, you get to know them, they become friends. And that's what's so great about this whole thing. So I'm really glad I started YouTube. Hobo, thank you for melting that butter and getting me started on cooking.
Hey, wanted to thank Lewis over at our shack doing a super chat.
There we go. Oh, wow. No cup, huh?
I do mine straight.
I see you. I see you.
If I did these, somebody would call me out for having it mixed.
Yeah.
So let's take a step back, Butch. You said something. You were talking about Dollywood, and I didn't hear the term you said. But I know, like, you're older. You say 3 years, but it really goes back about 5.
Yeah.
But you said something about a contract with Dollywood. What?
We're on the media list with Dollywood. So if Dollywood has a big media event, even with Dolly's there or whatever, we get invited to cover the media event and share out on our YouTube channels and all our other social media outlets that we have. So, you know, if you look back on our channel, you'll see we actually have a Dollywood playlist. And in that playlist, you'll see a lot of behind the scenes stuff, you know, behind the scenes tours, special events, announcements, just what have you that Dollywood's done over the past few years.
So how'd you get hooked up with that?
So pretty cool. Actually, you know, through this YouTube, it's just we started doing a lot of vlogs at theme parks and stuff. We love going to theme parks, love the roller coasters and all that kind of stuff. So I emailed the PR director there at Dollywood and told her we'd be interested in being on the media list, and they added us to it. You know, so
have you got to meet Dolly?
That simple. No, I have seen her in person a few times, but I've never met her. No. We've seen her, I don't know, 2 or 3 times now.
I'll have my people call her people.
Yeah, there you go. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hook me up there. I figured you had to hook up.
Hey, if I can melt butter, fuck, what can I do?
Yeah, right.
Exactly. You know, you're unstoppable at this point. You can melt butter in a microwave. Didn't even burn it.
It's kind of scary that I'm an inspiration to starting your channel. I'm not sure I want that responsibility.
Yeah, and I think I missed that video. I'll have to look that one up.
See, you don't even know how to melt butter properly. You just can't do it.
I probably don't do it right.
No, you don't. You don't. If you don't do it Hobo's way, you just don't do it right.
Yeah. Oh, Hobo, what kind of hat are you wearing?
Carolina.
No, it's
Carolina
a hat.
Gamecocks.
It's a hat from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I was up there. It was cold. I needed a fucking hat. It was on sale. Or
All right.
I'm in the garage. It's cold. I needed a hat. It works.
Yeah. There we go. So
Keeps your head warm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Speaking of warm, what's the temps where you're at right now, Butch?
Probably in the 50s right now.
And where
It
are
was
you?
in the 60s earlier today. South Carolina. We're in South Carolina.
Okay.
We're about an hour away from Georgia, so give you an idea about where we're at.
All
I'm
right.
checking the temperature now to see because rain came through, so it probably dropped it down. So 57.
Huh.
It's just a bone chilling 57 here.
Yeah.
You're telling
now-
us the guy wearing 4 fucking hoodies.
Yeah.
And I'm in short sleeves.
Now you have your griddle and everything. That's like a covered. Is that like a covered porch?
It's actually what we call a lean-to. It's like the building you see behind me on my videos is actually we call it a building. It's a shed that my granddaddy had built. That thing was built back in the 50s, I think. He built it.
All right.
And I figured it'd be a great backdrop for the YouTube videos. It's kind of, with all the signs and everything, I'm kind of going for like the country, Cracker Barrel kind of look, countries, kind of thing. But yeah, we built like a lean-to roof over the top of it and put lights under there, and I got ceiling fans under there and all that, so we can go out there and cook, even if I'm not making a video, and just chill out, But yeah, that's a lean-to. We got everything covered. We have covers for the griddles also, and the we're going to kind of start going to more charcoal also. Okay. So yeah, we have covers for everything.
Nice.
So since we're on this topic, let's just rattle off all the shit you own cooking what.
Okay, well, I recently acquired an acorn grill, Char-Broil acorn grill. Just so Rob, you already know, I haven't announced it on the channel yet, so y'all are the first to know this, that I am now a Char-Griller ambassador, like Rob is. So I do have an acorn that they sent me out back. I'm supposed to make a video on that. So I have that. I have a Char-Broil, I think it's called. I have a little Weber Kettle grill, and I have 4 Blackstones, a 36-inch air fryer, a regular 36-inch, 22-inch Adventure Ready, and the range top combo. Now the range top combo was on special at Walmart for $150 last fall. The shelves are put on backwards. It's been sitting out in the rain. It was just a mess, and I'm going to make a video of here's what I found. The poor thing was sitting out there in the rain.
Right.
And we're just going to kind of make a video of us kind of trying to fix it back up. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. And my wife says I can't buy nothing else for a while. So I'm going to come on restriction.
Walmart's good for the Blackstone deals. That's where I've gotten all mine from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a lot of views from Blackstone. That's kind of the channel. I didn't mean for it to really go that direction, but the views started coming in, and you just kind of ride where, you're getting your views. Like CJ, he with a Ninja Foodie, he does great cooks on everything, but the Ninja Foodie's really carried him a long way, so he sticks with it. So I was that way with the Blackstones,
Yeah.
I wish they would sponsor me and they just start giving me stuff, but that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I don't think they do that. They don't even do that for some of the bigger, like,
I don't think so.
Yeah, the Waltons, I don't think anybody gets anything from them.
There's one guy.
Todd Tobin?
No, there's a heavyset fellow from the from a state close to the Crazy Pop. I think the Hussy might have some kind of insider thing going.
Oh, you think?
He might.
I'm not going to say yay or nay.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but maybe he does.
If you listen to the Pit Light podcast with Johnny Maggs, I think that little tidbit came out.
See, I missed that.
Well, he's almost 100K subs, so if we don't have somebody sponsor him, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So you say you just...
Yeah, I got...
Go ahead.
What's that? Go ahead.
Oh, no. Go ahead. If you were...
Fuck it,
I was just going to say, yeah, we got a few things, sitting out back.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about this herd of kids that you have in this video, in your videos.
Yeah.
The kids you see in my videos are my grandkids. That's why I'm the pop. That's where it came from. They live with me, and that's so that's why I said we got a house full of people using the internet at all times. But yeah, they're anywhere from 14 to I think my youngest is 3. I had to think about it for a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm only 49, so I started young, and it's a good thing that I have this many, and I can still get out and enjoy life with them. I'm not sitting on the sidelines watching my grandkids. I'm in there with them.
Right.
And it's kind of funny, like when we go to theme parks and stuff, they're like, I'm tired, I want to go home. I'm like, no, we got to ride this again. You know, I'm the one dragging them everywhere. So, but they like getting in it. And they don't really do like a lot of cooking anymore. If you watch some of the earlier videos of my cooking, you'll see them in there cooking with me.
Yep.
They're not really into that anymore. They like getting in there tasting and testing it sometimes, but
right.
they're not so much in the cooking part of it. Now, when the camera's off, they'll get out there and cook away. You know, they're pretty good cooks.
I was going to say, about 3/4 of the way through every one of your videos, there's people standing there with plates and forks.
Yep.
You start.
You ought to see behind the camera. Yeah, you ought to see behind the camera. And when everything's done, like, are you done recording? I said, yeah. And that was like a herd, like buzzards on a dead animal, you know?
Yep. Hop in there.
Oh, yeah. Which I don't mind. I enjoy it.
At any point in time, you want to bring the wife and grandkids on, or whoever's there, they're more than welcome to make an appearance.
It's a school night. I think they're in bed. They're supposed to be. They're supposed to be. The one might walk through here in just a little bit. If he does, I'll pop them on here.
There you go.
If they will. I'm saying that's the funny thing. They've gotten so used to being on the YouTube and me filming.
Right.
They don't think nothing about it no more. You know, some people are camera shy and stuff. They're like, turn that camera off. I'm tired of this, you know.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they're not camera shy anymore. But they was when they first started this. Now they'll jump in front of a camera and they just, you know, they'll do their thing, which I think is pretty cool.
Do they help you like set up, or do they help you film?
Actually, no. The setting up the cameras, the filming, the editing and everything I do is exclusively by myself. Sure do. Yeah. Now the oldest one, Michael, he wants to start learning how to edit, but getting him to sit still long enough to learn it is going to be another option. You know, he's 14 and he's a football player, so his biggest thing is let's go outside and throw the football. So
right.
Kind of hard to say no, you know. So
yeah.
I wish I did have more help. It would. It helped me a lot if I did.
Nice.
So, Butch, this is my new favorite question. If I was to know you back in high school, how would I describe you?
Fat. That'd be the first thing. Yeah. I guess friendly. I got along with everybody. I don't think I had an enemy back in high school. I got along with everybody, whether it be the jocks or the whoever, the stoners or whatever. I was friends with everybody. You know, I'm the type of person I can get along with anybody. At least I try to anyhow.
So was you into cooking back then, or when did that take place?
Well, yes and no. It's kind of the cooking kind of started with my dad when I was a kid. We lived down in Florida, and every Friday and Saturday night, we'd have get-togethers and a pool party and all, and we'd always have some kind of either cooking hamburger, steaks, something. We always cooking something. And so I guess from a young age, I learned that, you know, get-togethers always involved food. Well, then we come up here to South Carolina where my family actually lives, and then we'd have family get-togethers and everything was around food. So you kind of learned that, you know, food brings people together, and I love trying to cook, love trying to do things on the grills or whatever, even when I was a teenager. So it just kind of, I've always just been around it, you know. And I personally don't think I'm that great of a cook, but it's amazing to me people even want to watch anything I do, you know. But they do, so I do it and I enjoy it.
Kind of like my neighborhood. I said it's kind of like my neighborhood. I have the most lawn chairs and the most cookers. So everybody shows up here. I don't necessarily like it.
I know the feeling the same way. And it was what's fun is like even people at work like, what you cooking tonight? What you cooking this weekend? You know. But and I don't mind. Come on over. I don't care. Come on over, eat with us. I'll have a good time with anybody. I think that's what it should be like.
You know, what are you cooking that you're not filming? Like, are you out there on the Blackstone and whatever else when, you know, you're just cooking regular?
Yeah, almost every night. Let's see. But we cook just a variety of things. Sometimes I cook stuff I have made in the video. The kids will ask for it. You know, burgers, a lot of chicken wings. You know, when you got kids, you got to kind of feed them. You know, I can't eat all this fancy stuff. You know, you know, we did a smoked chuck roast and made some beef stew out of it, the other day. Just different things. Just whatever the kids want. I try to stay away from the chicken tenders and the fish sticks if I can.
Okay.
Hang on, Rob. I have to acknowledge Mr. Suburban Barbecue in a not polite way.
Matter of fact, tonight we even cooked breakfast on the griddle tonight. So,
Hey, so
breakfast
did
for supper.
we. Yep.
Yeah.
So did we. We had bacon, eggs,
Mhm.
sausage patties, like the hash browns, like the McDonald's hash browns, like the,
Mhm.
not the mixed up.
Yeah, we didn't have hash browns. We had grits. We had grits with ours. The kids wanted some grits. So,
Okay.
All right, so explain. I know what grits are. Everybody has their way of making grits. Everybody has their way of these are shitty grits, and here's how you're supposed to do them. Just go ahead and get that out of the way before somebody asks that question.
Yeah.
actually, my wife cooks the grits. I don't do grits. I'll eat them. I'm not a very good chef of the grits. Basically, she just boils them in water and makes them thick. The kids. She don't do a lot of seasoning in the pot. The kids might add cheese to it. They might add some salt to it. How they can dress it up like they want to. Butter. I always got to have butter. So I just think it's kind of funny how grits are such a Southern thing. A lot of people's never even heard of them, let alone tried them. And they're good, but I can't just eat plain grits. I have to doctor mine up. I put cheese and I put butter, probably a little hot sauce.
Every
And my
time
wife puts a runny egg in hers, and I can't do that.
Every time I go to Cracker Barrel, they're on the table, and I can't put the spoon in them because like tapioca pudding. There's those two things. I might love them. I don't know. Just can't fucking do it.
Grits has a weird consistency. I'll admit that they really do. If you put a bunch of butter in there though and try it, you'll probably like it from that point. Add some cheese in there.
Now, have you tried grits from Cracker Barrel?
Me personally, no, I have not.
I was gonna see how you would rate them, so you can give.
I've seen them from Cracker Barrel. I think mine are better.
Yeah.
And I don't cook them, but they're real soupy. I don't like a real soupy type of grits. Some people do, and that's fine. It's just what they like. Me personally, I like my grits to kind of stick to your spoon, not just fall off.
I'm gonna have to talk to my favorite waitress, Lucy, and have a talk with them in the back.
Yeah.
Maybe we can up this. If I can get Butch to start a cooking channel, I can probably get Cracker Barrel to change the recipe.
Well, tell you know how to melt butter. So
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, just let them know.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this on.
Get the chat flying by. I'm trying to also pay attention to the chat.
I hadn't even looked at it.
Reread it tomorrow, maybe, but I got a lot of people in there for you.
I don't know
how many's on.
43, I think. 44.
Oh wow, cool.
You're like,
hey everybody. Yeah, I'm famous now. Hey. So not as famous as you, Hobo. Everybody knows Hobo.
Everybody knows Hobo, but that's not necessarily a good thing.
Well,
all right, let's get back on track here. On all the parks you've been to, what's your guys' favorite?
The kids love Legoland the best. It's really geared toward them. And it really is a nice park. It really is. Now, I've been to some parks that they have not been to because, like I say, I grew up down there in Florida. So, of course, I've been to the Disney parks. And, as far as that goes, you really can't beat Disney. Can't afford Disney, but you can't beat Disney. As far as the parks we go to now, probably Carowinds is our favorite one. We have season passes there and season passes Dollywood and whatever. But we like Carowinds. We're about 2 hours away from there. So we go up there a lot because the water park's included in the admission. So we might just take a summer day and just say, hey, let's go hang out at the water park for the day, So we go there a good bit. We need to start going out to Myrtle Beach a good bit. We hardly ever go there.
Right.
Yeah, we have a water park around here, well, a couple of them. And what we started doing was you can rent this big cabana, like an
Mhm.
8-person cabana thing. And it's like $200 or something, maybe, or $250. But that's like your home base then, the whole
Right.
day. You know what I mean? You can leave your stuff there. There's little lockers if you want. You get free drinks and there's food and stuff. And then you can order food and they bring it right to your cabana later.
Let's see. I stay right there.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring me my food. I ain't gotta go get it.
And then
Okay.
the kids run off and go in the park and
Yeah.
you know, you got beer getting delivered, you get food, wings, whatever you want.
Yeah, they got those at Carowinds at the water park beside the wave pools, but we've never rented one.
Yeah, I mean,
It's about time we sit down in the chair. The kids want to go somewhere else. So
yeah,
I'm gonna have to come visit both of y'all this summer.
yeah,
come on,
yeah.
come on.
The yeah. So, the one you were just talking about, the something wins.
Carowinds.
Carowinds. So is that
Mhm.
just a water park, or is that?
No, it's a big amusement park and water park attached. And the cool thing about Carowinds is the state line of North and South Carolina run right through the middle of the park. You can actually stand on the state line in the middle of the park.
Oh, really?
And a lot of the roller coasters and rides and stuff actually cross the state line as they're running. So, but no, they have I want to say 14 roller coasters. I mean, it's a huge amusement park. It really is. And then they got a huge water park. So
Okay.
there's a lot to do there.
Yeah. Do they have? And I guess they just have it split up, half and half.
Yeah, you got the amusement park kind of in the front and the water park's in the back, but they do have a separate entrance to the water park if that's all you want to do is water park. But they do have an entrance inside the park to go back and forth in between if you want to also. So
Okay.
one admission gets you into both places, so you really can't beat it, you know.
Now, as a YouTuber, what's the worst comment you've ever gotten? And did you leave it
Oh,
or
wow.
did you delete it?
Oh, you kind of, I've had some pretty bad comments. Pretty much told me just I suck, you know, flat out. And, you know, I told them thank you.
Yeah.
You know, if that's the best you can do, thank you. I left it, you know, just kind of let people just have at them. And I've had a few people, you know, the comments I left, or the comments that were left for me, I should say, is I've actually had other YouTubers come on. So if you are not YouTubers, but other people come out and comment. So if you don't like it, go somewhere else, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I'm gonna do in my cooking videos is I try to tell people, look, you know, this is the way I do it. You know, you can make this recipe yours, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And people still come on, you should do this and you should do that. Like, okay, well, make it yours. You do it your way. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to tell you in any of my videos, this is the way you have to do it. Unlike Hobo with his butter, this is the way you do it, and it's all got to be done that way. You know.
I'm gonna have to go rewatch this video now because I don't remember that. But
Yeah.
I watched it again just the other day. I got to thinking about it the other day. I don't know why it stuck in my head about you melting that butter. And I think it was 3 or 4 years ago I watched that. It's been a while. But no, you know, people can be rude, and for whatever reason they want to be rude, I don't know. But I just kind of let it roll off my back. You know, you're not going to please everybody, and I don't try. So, you know, if they want to be rude, that's fine. Let them be rude.
Yeah.
what's funny about that video is I did it as a joke.
Yeah.
And then I have all these comments. If you're ever bored, go scroll through the comments of this thing. People are like, how'd you do that? You're a fucking wizard. Every time I do it, the butter explodes. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I've always bought the right microwave because I've never had it explode.
You're a wizard now. Okay. Yeah. So you're better cook than you give your credit self for, you know, or you know what I mean?
So earlier you were talking about. Go ahead.
What's that?
I said earlier you were talking about that shed, and you said your grandfather built it.
Right.
How did you end up back in that same? You get my question.
My grandfather and them live here in South Carolina, or lived here in South Carolina. I grew up in Florida. When my dad retired, we moved back to South Carolina. long story short, me, my mom, and my dad moved into my grandparents' old house. Of course, the shed was sitting there. Over the years, I got married, and my dad wanted to tear the building down to put up one, big metal building with concrete slab and all that.
Right.
And I told him, no, I'll pay to have it moved to where I live, instead of tearing it down. I mean, that thing has hardwood floors in it, because that was cheap back then when they built that thing. So it's not finished hardwood floors, they're not slick like in a house, but there's hardwood floors in that building. So I think $250, I pulled it up here, and I got a shed sitting there, and then just over the years, it's kind of involved in that. I got a lean-to on it, and I got a place to sit my griddles.
I wasn't sure.
What's funny is,
so I just wasn't sure if you were in your grandfather's place. Like I know a lot of people who have made.
No,
that.
I own it now, but I don't actually stay there full time. But we stay there every now and then. But yeah, what's funny about the lean-to that we built on the side of it, I actually did not build it for the griddles or any grills or anything. I actually built it to park my golf cart and my lawnmower and all that up under. But you got to have priorities. You got to have priorities. Golf cart and stuff can sit out in the rain.
Yeah, I was going to say, where are they now?
Well, they're actually out, but they got covers on them. I actually bought covers for them and everything else. I'm gonna build a lean-to on the other side of the building for all that. That's in a process.
Now I'm picturing I don't know if we ever see the floor there. I guess
Right now there is no floor. It's red dirt. It's hard red dirt clay. If you look closely in some of the videos, like when I'm lighting the griddle or whatever, you look down, you'll actually see the red dirt.
Okay.
Here in South Carolina where I live, it's a hard red clay. And I mean, when I say hard, you ain't digging it with a shovel. You ain't getting in that. It's hard.
Huh.
So it makes a good floor because it's not dusty. It's just a hard red clay. But I am going to floor it. I plan on building a wooden floor in there this spring. But here lately, it hadn't been dry enough for me to get out there and try to build anything to it. So
yeah, like a wooden deck.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a wooden deck with a top over it, I guess you'd say.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's the reason I put the ceiling fans and all out there, so we can just kind of go out there and just relax if you want to. Our plans are to do that, and then that kind of off from the side of it, build us a fire pit, and just a place to relax and have a good time.
Nice.
So Rob, it's probably about time to play the clips of the week, isn't it?
That's what I was just about to say.
I feel like I'm inside that brain of yours.
You are.
Uh-oh, that's a scary place.
Itching or something.
Trust me, if I'm lurking around in there, I'm scared.
Rob, you might be able to be scared.
Yeah.
Hobo's in your head.
By the way, I have to warn everybody, this is like the most intense fucking thing that Rob has ever made. I nearly dropped my phone when he sent it to me today.
Oh, you guys better be ready.
So be in a firm sitting chair.
Yeah.
Lean forward a little bit.
So every week we're going to do clips of the week, picks of the week, hot picks of the week. It's something like that, where we go through and find different videos. I don't think I put them in the description yet. I'll update this video to put them in the description.
You're fired.
Yeah, I have them. I think I can edit the StreamYard as we're going.
But
So,
you want to host the hot seat? I need a solid host.
yeah.
You had one job.
You may know some of these people. You may not. If you don't know any of these people, then you got to go follow the link I'm going to put in at some point and check them out. Although you could always just search their names too.
Let me put my hat on before you do it. I need some sound barrier.
All right, here comes the hot picks of the week. Everybody's done dancing?
To quote Ken, I need my 15-minute union break.
I said, Hobo looks shocked.
Yes, there's some people in there. Yep, Big Lew. And I'll update the as we're talking here. I can update the StreamYard with the links.
That's some good looking food.
Eastman wants to. Music makes him want to go do blow in the bathroom stalls.
Well, he's retired now. He can do that.
Yeah. So, we got so our next part here. We need to actually drop the share link into the chat, because now is when we're going to have people ask questions and a one-on-one with you up in the video.
All right.
And I think we have a first one that's going to go. But we'll see when it comes on. But yeah,
Okay.
now's the time everybody asks questions in the chat. You want to preface it with Hobo's super long name.
Just
At
put
Hobo.
HOB and it'll fill itself in.
Well, if they're on a computer, not if they're on mobile.
Yeah, don't do it on mobile.
Yeah. But yeah, preface every question with at Hobo.
I got a pen and a paper this time. You don't even have to do that. I'll probably catch it. And
Yeah.
strangely enough, because Rob loves my Carhartt, the only pen I could find in the house is a Carhartt pen.
Hey, there we
I don't
go.
even know how I ended up with it.
Yeah, so you can either ask in the chat, or you can click that StreamYard link. We'll bring you up in the chat, in the video here, and you can ask Butch face-to-face.
So we already have one while you're doing the background stuff. Everett, who's in Indianapolis, Indiana, great city, wants to know if you've ever been to Slabs Barbecue in Lake City, South Carolina. If not, best brisket he's ever had in a long time.
Actually, I've never even heard of it. Thing is, South Carolina, there's so many barbecue places here in South Carolina. I mean, there's some really good ones too. But no, I've never tried Slabs. I need to look that place up and check them out, because that's another thing we've been trying to do. And we may do on our other channel this more food reviews kind of thing. Go and check out new restaurants we've never been to. So I might add that one to my list. I'll write that one down. Says in where is it at?
Lake City, South Carolina.
Lake City. Yeah, I'm gonna look that place up. Best brisket. I have to check that place out. I love some good brisket. But no, I've never been there. Never even heard of it.
Bowers Barbecue wants to know, who is your favorite theme park vlogger?
Favorite theme park vlogger? Oh, wow. You know, I mean, you got Adam the Woo. He vlogs everything. But favorite theme park vlogger, it's kind of hard for me to say because I'm friends with a lot of them. I do the Southeast, so you know I don't want to hurt nobody. I'm me. That's the answer. Is me. No, seriously. Midway Mayhem. Dan down at Midway Mayhem in Florida. He covers a lot of the Florida stuff. He does a really great job. I don't know. There's a bunch of them just out and about. I'm friends with them. They do a lot of stuff up and down the Southeast. They do a great job. There's several of them, but probably my favorite one to watch would be Dan. I just love his demeanor and the way he talks and the way he comes across. You know, Dan with Midway Mayhem is probably my favorite.
Rob, I'm going to keep going until you tell me you got somebody in the basement.
All right. I do have somebody in the basement.
Oh, somebody wants to talk to me.
And I also, while I'm doing all that, now I've updated the description. So if you reload the page, you'll see that there's three, the picks of the week: Rick's Barbecue and Specialties, Lewis at Our Shack Barbecue, and Big Lew. Links directly to those three cooks. So if you reload this video right now, you'll see it. So we have somebody in the basement here to ask you a question.
Okay.
Or two. Here we go.
ASA. It's the Red Mexican. Wepa. Hey, what is your favorite Mexican dish on the Blackstone? Wepa.
Wow. Wasn't ready for that one. Oh, favorite Mexican dish. Love quesadillas. Matter of fact, our next video coming out is some jalapeno popper quesadillas that we did. Favorite Mexican, I'm gonna go with quesadillas. We love quesadillas because they're simple. There's so many different varieties you can do of them. It's just they're not a one way kind of thing.
There you
Now,
go.
I love a lot of different kind of Mexican, but quesadilla is probably my favorite.
Yeah, I think me too. I'm pretty
I
basic
still haven't
though.
done a crunch wrap though, Rob. I need to do a crunch wrap. I don't know if that's considered Mexican or not, but you know, it looked really good. And I've never actually made one.
Taco Bell.
Is Taco Bell really Mexican, or I mean,
I don't know.
So I actually have a neighbor who has told me they will not eat quesadillas from Taco Bell anymore after having my quesadillas because I've fucking ruined quesadillas for them. But I actually use.
you can melt butter but not cook a quesadilla. Okay.
No, I can cook a quesadilla really well, apparently.
Oh, I got you.
Here at the grocery store, you can get that same sauce that they put in the quesadilla in a bottle.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
obviously I'm using better cheese and shit than Taco Bell does, but
that
it's
probably
still
ain't
got
too
the
difficult.
same taste. It's just a lot better. And she's like, I can't. She works in a hospital, so they only have like 3 options for dinner at midnight. And Taco
Oh
Bell.
wow. Yeah. Taco Bell is not usually my first restaurant I pick when I go out. The kids love it, but I'm not a big fan of it.
All right, so Mustn't Grumble asks favorite Chinese dish.
Probably beef and broccoli. We did some beef and broccoli not before video not too long ago, and that turned out a whole lot better than I ever thought it would. And we've done fried rice, we've done different kind of Asian dishes, but the beef and broccoli really turned out good. And the kids have actually asked for it again. So if the kids are asking for beef and broccoli, you might have done something right, because it's hard to get kids to eat broccoli. So that's probably my favorite.
Here, we have another guest in the basement. It's got some questions for you.
All
You
right,
ready?
I guess.
Hey, it's Keith Bettag.
Hey, Keith.
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
I went over to Pop's channel today and subscribed him.
Hey, thank you, Keith. Thank you.
I went through your videos and I watched a couple of them.
Thank you.
And I came up with a list of 3 questions.
Okay.
Well, 2 of them are based on your channel,
All right.
and 1 of them is based on what I want to know.
Okay.
We'll start with the first one. You have amusement park videos,
Yes, sir.
theme parks videos, whatever you want to call them.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me where? I got to read my writing now, so bear with me. I'm an old man, and I write worse than a doctor. Where is the fastest roller coaster in the United States at?
Fastest one in the United States is in Township, New Jersey. It's also the tallest in the world. Well, I take that back. It's the second fastest in the world, tallest in the world. But it's the fastest in the United States. It goes 128 miles an hour at 456 feet high. It's called King Ka.
Keith,
You're partially right.
Partially right. Okay.
Partially right. I didn't write down where it was from other than New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
In 2020, it is also at a Six Flags amusement park.
Yes. Six Flags Great Adventure is where it's at.
In 2020,
Mm-hmm.
it was clocked at 206 miles per hour.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Now, I'll preface that with all my answers for these questions. I just went to Google and asked Google.
Right.
So you go with that answer.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it said they were the fastest in the world, like you say, until somebody else built one faster.
Over in Saudi Arabia.
But it was overseas, yeah.
Yep.
But right now, yeah, you're good, man.
And I've actually rode King to Call. We actually took a trip all the way to New Jersey back in 2016 just to ride it.
Well,
Sure
all I can say is you're an idiot. So
thank you.
I'm not doing that. This ain't a question on my list, but I got to ask you.
Okay.
I watched your hot chip challenge thing with the kids.
Yes, sir.
Who was that little fucking girl with the red hair? I fell in love with her, man.
Oh, that is my granddaughter, the little skinny
I know
girl.
it's your granddaughter.
Yeah.
I know you named her in there. You mentioned her name, but I don't remember it. But I just
Ansley.
fell in love with her, man.
It's Ansley. And she still loves them hot chips. Yeah. Matter of fact, they want to do another one. Her name is Ansley.
I'm watching this video, and the boy farthest to the right, he takes his first chip, and he's like fucking dying. Yeah. And that little girl, she's like the smallest one of the bunch.
Yep.
And she's just shoving shit in her mouth.
Yep. That child loves hot stuff. She loves spicy food. She loves them Takis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She loves them.
That brings us to our second question.
Okay.
What is the hottest chip in the world?
It's that Pocky chip, I believe.
Which one?
The one chip challenge, from what I understand. That's the hottest that I know of. If there's another hotter, I don't know it, but that's the hottest that I know of. That one chip challenge.
The Pocky Carolina Reaper.
Okay.
Do you know what the Scoville unit is?
I have no idea. A lot.
It's hotter than Satan's dick. I did it.
2.2 million.
Luckily this isn't a family channel, huh?
Do what?
I said, luckily this isn't a video for children, huh?
Hey, he fed the kids hot stuff, man. Don't start off. I gave him a compliment and said I fell in love with that little girl. Come on, man. She was cuter than hell, man. She was just shoving this shit in her mouth.
Oh,
but
yeah.
That chip comes in at 2.2 million on the Scoville unit.
Oh, wow.
And if you eat hot peppers and stuff, and you know what the Scoville unit is,
I do.
2.2 million.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Okay, now the third question, just random one that I wanted to put in here.
All right.
It has nothing to do with your channel. Can you tell me who the 12th president of the United States was?
No.
Why not?
Why can't I? Because I don't know. He's the one after the 11th. That's who it was. Yeah.
Well, you're close.
He was right before the 13th. I have no idea. I can Google it.
I already did that. I get the answer right here.
Well, who was it?
Zachary Taylor. He served.
I was about to say that.
He served from March of 1849 to July of 1850. So he was only in office for a little over a year. And he died from something called cholera morbus, which they determined was a bacterial infection of his small intestine. So now y'all have learned three tips or three things of knowledge.
Yep.
Tonight that you didn't know before.
That's true.
Now I have a question for you, Keith. Is your head itching with all that hair growing back?
Do what?
Is your head itching from all the hair growing back?
Not this moment. But the first 3 days was like hell, man.
Well, that's an awesome thing you did, shaving your head and your beard and all that. I really thought that was awesome of you.
I told the old lady tonight, I said, hey, my whiskers are growing back. She said, well, you need to shave again. I'm like, up yours. No. We went live. I went live last night and somebody said, let it grow back, but keep it trimmed. Don't go all ZZ Top on us again.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta do like the T-Roy maybe.
Yeah.
Troy sent me a text tonight, and I'm watching something on YouTube, and you watching the race? I'm like, no, I forgot all about it because I didn't forget about it. Forgot about it, but I knew I could only watch part of it because I had to come on here for the hot seat. And so whatever I was doing, I got out of what I was doing, and I had enough time to go over and watch most of the first race tonight. So I watched that. So no, Pop, that was me shaving and cutting my hair. It was for a good cause, and I
think that was awesome of you, Keith. I really do.
I was glad to do it, and yeah. So don't be sending Mr. Homeowner no super chats. Just send that money to Josh and Babe's fund.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right
to the
super
link.
chats, they take so much out of that. YouTube takes so much out of that they never see anything.
That's a good point.
So, but yeah. Oh. All right.
We're gonna get it moving along here.
Get my ass out of here. Pop, tell that little girl I like her.
I sure will. Thank you, Keith.
We'll
see
see
y'all
you.
next time. Bye, hobo.
Hey, by the way, Butch, now that Keith's gone, never take that little girl to the state of Indiana.
I'll remember that.
No, Keith's actually really good people.
Yeah.
All right, so I got I do have somebody else in the basement. Although, do you want to do one from the chat first? Do you have any questions from
Run the
chat?
basement. I'll just keep working the chat.
Sorry, what?
I said just bring them up from the basement. I'll keep working the chat.
All right. You ready, Butch?
Sure.
Hello.
Hey.
It's
got the leprechaun?
Leprechaun. You ever cook bangers on the Blackstone?
No, I have not. I need to, though. I need to. Lip, he's something else, ain't he?
I like how he's like, he's in? Question.
Yeah.
And they
Done. I'm done.
poof.
No, I've never done bangers on the Blackstone. I never have.
No.
Actually, I hadn't even thought about it. I need to check out Lip and check out your bangers. That didn't sound right, did it?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm watching that Royal Rumble where Mick Foley showed up as Mankind, Dude Love.
Yeah.
Whatever the
We don't know what Lip we're going to get.
Right.
Or we'll get a couple more. I don't know. Yeah, keep asking questions in the chat too. Don't you guys want to know anything from Butch here? Do you have some questions there?
Madwood Barbecue wants to know, what won't you cook?
Oh. Brussels sprouts. I hate Brussels sprouts.
I'm with you.
I hate them. You know, I've seen people wrap them in bacon and all, and I know bacon makes almost everything, but when I say almost, I don't think you can make a Brussels sprout good. I just don't. So I'm going to go with Brussels sprouts and collard greens. I hate the smell of collard greens. So those two things are out. Ain't happening.
When I was a kid, my mom loved Brussels sprouts, and me and my dad hated them.
My wife loves them.
I'd come home from school, and I'd smell that, and she'd always make us corn or green beans or something. But that smell in the house.
Yeah. It stays in there. You can't get it out. Yeah.
I don't even know what they taste like. I just can't get past the smell.
Same here. I've never actually eaten a Brussels sprout, and I just can't do it. I like cabbage, and they're like, oh, it's baby cabbages. No, it ain't. Cabbage don't smell like that. No.
So I actually, it was probably 2 years ago, brought some Irish bangers to Lep at his house. He lives about an hour north of me.
Okay.
But I never got to try them. They just went in his freezer, so I don't even know what they taste like.
Yes. Speaking of Lip, I know he lives somewhere near Kings Island. Is that correct? Because he told me next time I come up that way to let him know, and we we'd meet up that around that area, Mason, Ohio, around that area somewhere.
He lives north. He lives by Cedar Point. Kings Island is down Cincinnati. Well, it's
Cincinnati, right above Cincinnati and Mason. Yeah,
just north there. But if you do go down to Cincinnati, you need to go there, and then you need to go to Jungle Jim's International Grocery Store.
Jungle Jim's International Grocery Store.
It's the size of 5 Costco's.
Wow, that's big.
And there will be one aisle that's like from here to across the street, and it'll just be Italian. The next aisle will be Indian, German, and the shit's all from each one of these countries. And the person that works that aisle is from that country.
Oh, really? No, that's super cool.
That'd
be a video in itself.
I can spend 4 or 5 hours in there.
Oh, yeah, easy. Oh, easy. Like I said, that'd be a video by itself, just going in there checking out what they have.
Yeah. And that's where I end up with this weird shit like this barbecue sauce from Japan or China. And everybody's like, where do you get that stuff? Why'd you buy it? And I'm like, why wouldn't I buy it?
Yeah. So I'd love to have something like that around here where I can get, just the odd and end, just really the odd stuff or the authentic stuff, That'd be super cool. Now, the town I do live in has a lot of Mexicans here, and we have, 3 or 4 actual Mexican grocery stores. But I actually never have been in one. I keep on saying I'm going to go in one to get that authentic stuff to make tacos or burritos or even quesadillas, but I haven't done it yet. I don't know Spanish, so, what am I going to ask for?
Yeah. Now, we do have another person in the basement who wants to ask a question.
And if you got questions, put them in the chat because I'm empty.
Oh, damn.
Other than Ben asked, what is this? Who wants to be a millionaire? And we're just keeping shit fresh.
Yeah. All right, here comes the next questionnaire thingy.
Oh,
hey, Kent.
How you doing tonight, pal?
Doing good, Kent. How are you, buddy?
Very well. Thank you.
Good.
Say,
is this a thing now that you always wear plaid on the hot seat? Like I wear plaid on the hot seat? Because this is 2 weeks in a row out of 2.
Well,
y'all are matching. That's so sweet.
This is my Thursday night attire.
All right, because it used to be a T-shirt.
Well, yeah. Well, it's 5 below outside right now. I'm in a garage like you are, and it's cold.
But it was 5 below 3 weeks ago, and you were in a T-shirt.
Yeah, and I also had 3 heaters running out here. All right, enough of you, Chris. Butch, what? Hey. First of all, you can only do that if you have a Grumpus on fire pin.
If Grumpus is in the chat, figure out how to get a hold of me. I need one of these pens. My thing will just be throwing them at Kent. No, I don't want to use one, Kent.
How many you want? I got 6.
I don't want to use one.
The only used one is the gray one.
You touched all of them. You think I want something you touched?
Yeah, you do.
Outside of Kathy.
Oh, okay. All right. Butch, what is your favorite video on the Blackstone that didn't do as well as you hoped?
Oh, wow. Probably I have a barbecue bacon burger that I thought turned out awesome and just excellent. I really thought that was a good video, and it just didn't take off. It just didn't go, I thought what I thought was a really good thumbnail, and the burgers were actually very excellent, with the barbecue sauce dripping off the bacon and all it, but it just didn't really go nowhere. I don't know why, for whatever reason, but it just didn't. So that's probably one of my favorite ones that just didn't go nowhere for whatever reason.
Okay, in the reverse, what's one you thought wasn't going to go anywhere that overperformed for you?
Actually, it's my best one. It's the breakfast feast on the Blackstone griddle. I don't know why. Actually, that's one of our very first Blackstone's videos. We was out there in the yard. If you watch it, you'll see our field behind us and whatever. Nothing fancy. And at the time, I only had one camera filming. So the whole time you watch it, it's just filming the griddle. It's not even cutting back up to me or anything else. I just don't think it's that good of a video, but it's got like 160-something thousand views now, I think. 150-something thousand. And for whatever reason, YouTube picked it up and they're suggesting it and it's getting views. So, I don't know.
So
that's the one that really surprised me.
Hey, Butch, you're on the same path that a hussy was on with basically the same type of videos, almost the exact same video.
Oh, really?
And he texted me one day and he goes, dude, this thing just like all of a sudden just went fucking bananas. And he's like, what do I do? I go, just fucking smile, dude. Be happy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, let it go. I mean, I don't go on there and try to edit or change the tags or anything now. That thing took off. I'm just letting it ride us, just letting it go. YouTube wants to promote it and people want to watch it. Fine.
Where you're at with the 164 and some change last I looked and where he was at, almost the exact same 8,000 and some change. I'm not shitting you. It's like so weird.
Really? Well, that's a good thing. I hope I get more subs. I mean, we're right at 8,100 subs right now, which is just, I mean, to a lot of people, that's nothing. But to me, that is just amazing that we have that many people, that subscribe to us. But even that video, just to get that many views is just, to me, crazy that people want to watch me flip a pancake or scramble eggs or,
Or cook butter in the microwave.
Yeah.
Or, melt butter in the microwave. Who knew?
All right. Have a good night, Butch. You're killing it. Don't let these two guys bully you around too much. Just put your foot.
I'll try, Ken. I know you got my back if I need you.
Yeah, I'll take out the guy in the plaid. You can have the goofy guy in the hat.
Gotcha.
All right.
See you, Ken.
Later, guys.
Good night, Ken. Thank you.
Rob, what sweatshirt are you wearing? Because Kent was bitching about it earlier, and I just...
Oh, he was?
Oh, it's the Packers.
Oh.
Now I get it. All right, so Butch, Kent, or not Kent, Keith, they're all fucking old people with K's. Says, go Gamecocks, ask Pop how far he lives from Charleston, and has he ever gone to the market downtown?
I've seen the market downtown. I'm 4 hours from Charleston, roughly 3.5, 4 hours. It's a straight shot down 26 from where I live. No, I've never actually been to the market. I've always wanted to go there. And that's something else we talked about doing more. Like I said, Myrtle Beach, going down to Charleston area, kind of picking up a lot of that we hadn't been doing. But and we don't go to Charleston a whole lot. And I'd love to go down there more often, but we just hadn't been much. And the market is actually on my to-do list. Yeah.
So what's the big deal with the market as somebody who's not from there?
The market was actually what they called, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, it was a slave market, really. That's where they actually traded slaves at, when they came over from Africa, I guess. But it's now a place where you can get a lot of just all kinds of goods there now, anything from hand-woven baskets to food, from anything. Like I said, I've never been there personally, so I'm only going by what I've heard. I've been by there a couple of times, but I've never stopped and went there. So it's kind of like what you was talking about, your jungle gyms, but but it's not that big. But it's actually a lot of historical stuff behind the market there in Charleston.
Nice. Well, we got somebody else in the basement here.
Okay.
Are you ready for your next question?
I think so.
All right, here we go.
Hey, it's Baker Mayfield from the Cleveland Browns. Hey, go Browns. Hoo, 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 hoo. Hey, what's your favorite tailgate food? On the Blackstone.
You just don't know with him, do you? You just don't
You
know.
never know.
Favorite tailgate food would probably be burgers. Yeah, I love a good juicy burger. It could be a smash burger, a regular thick burger, just whatever. I love a good burger. And it's hard to beat. Like I did the sliders last weekend, So there's so many different ways to do burgers. I love a good burger. And that's perfect for game day, tailgating. So I'd say burgers.
Yeah, we did some patty melts last week. They were huge. Huge.
That's all I haven't done in a while. It's huge.
Huge. Yeah, do we have any more questions from the chat there?
We got two currently. Colin from Ireland, because I don't know the answer to this question.
Well, from Virginia.
What it is, wants to know who was the Gray Ghost.
The Gray Ghost. I don't know what that. I don't know what the Gray Ghost is.
Well, that's why I prefaced the question that way, because I'm like,
I'm trying to think if I don't know. I don't know.
I guess somebody in the chat looked that up and Google that and give us an answer in the chat here, because now we're all wondering.
Yeah, well, got me want to know now.
You actually have two questions left. They're both from a guy that you might know called Hobo Nickel Barbecue Testing Laboratory.
I've heard of him. Not good things, though, but I have heard of him.
So the first question is a philosophical question.
Okay.
Do you think butterflies remember being caterpillars? And if so, why?
You know, I never thought about that. It's kind of maybe they feel like they had a past life, you know? Like they have a lot of deja vu. Like I've been on this limb before. Now, I don't know. So, ask a butterfly. I don't know.
I've tried. They don't respond, and they're hard as fuck to catch.
Yeah, no.
Hey, so I wanted to, since Butch wanted to have tonight's charity go to Josh and Babe, Cookie Cop and Babe. Actually, during this chat tonight, Josh sent me a few pictures. So he's in the hospital right now. Okay. He sent me a couple pictures of the food that he's getting. And we're going to start out with this. Chicken quesadillas, but apparently the chicken does not come inside the quesadillas.
I don't mean to laugh, but that's pretty sad.
So
wow,
that's one. So chicken quesadillas, everybody. The next one, steamed rice, green beans, some kind of enchiladas.
What is it, Mexican Day in L.A.?
I don't know. I guess so. I mean, that doesn't look too bad. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
How did green beans go with enchiladas and rice?
Thank you. I was kind of wondering the same thing.
That's true. That's true. And it should have been like that yellow rice, right?
Yeah. Like I mean, and the beans just look kind of bland. I mean, they're just green. There's no seasoning. They look dry.
Yeah.
So and then it's some type of enchilada, so they ain't no telling what he's biting into.
And then the third image we have here, those are powdered eggs. That looks like mashed potatoes.
Some kind of French toast.
Some kind of French toast. He's labeling that powdered eggs, although I would say that might be mashed potatoes. And then you got your turkey bacon. I don't know. I guess you wouldn't have that for breakfast, but I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. It looks more like mashed potatoes.
It don't look good, whatever it is.
Yeah. And then some kind of French toast dry.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't put no syrup on it. I hope he has a little thing of syrup beside it or something, maybe he can put on there.
I know Uncle Steve's shake is good, but I don't know that can unfuck what I just watched.
Yeah, I don't know if it would fix those. I mean, the chicken quesadillas, that didn't look bad. You know, I guess you go ahead and put the chicken in yourself.
Steve, you need to come up with a hospital shake.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we actually got somebody. We got somebody shaking in the basement right now. You ready for your next visit from the basement?
I guess so.
All right, here we go.
Hey there, Butch. It's Hillbilly J. Hey, can you make me some black-eyed peas and cornbread on the Blackstone? That's all I want to know. Hey.
Who's the guy that starts fucking Monday Night Football? Because that's who Lup just fucking looks like.
Yeah. Hank Williams Jr.
Hank Williams Jr. Yep. Cornbread and black-eyed peas. That'd be interesting. I might have to try that. I might have to try that. I'll probably figure out a way to do it, and I'm gonna name it after you.
I don't think you have
What was
a
that
choice.
name of? What was the name of that character there?
That was Redneck Jay, although he introduced himself as Hillbilly Jay.
Okay, well we'll go with Hillbilly Jay then. We'll call it Hillbilly Jay's Cornbread and Black Eyed Peas. So y'all be looking for that video.
Good.
Cornbread and Black Eyed Peas. Okay.
And I want to remind everybody in the chat there, we have the that link to charity that Butch wants, the Cooking Cotton Babe. So it's the Fund the First link. If you want, anybody wants to throw that in there. So instead of super chats tonight, we're doing that, which is good. And I'm wondering if Mustn't Grumble is going to let us know who he is at some point.
Mrs. Broom owner's highly interested in that answer.
Yeah. I think we're winding down the chat as far as questions, which I'm a little surprised.
Well,
Nobody wants to talk to me.
You're about an hour and a quarter of the way. You want to drop the link to the StreamYard again?
Yeah.
And I'll keep going. I got to answer a question from from the Facebook Messenger from Gray. It says, "Is this a normal guest questionnaire in the hot seat? This guy's hilarious." Which, yes, Butch is hilarious, but me and Rob are,
Thank you.
week after week, you're never going to see the same show.
Yeah.
We are literally making this up as we go. We have a plan, and then I usually tell Rob about 10 minutes before the show, fuck that plan. And then
Just kind of wing it. Just go with
it.
it.
Explodes.
Did you say winger?
Yes.
No, well, okay, winger, but rock on.
I wonder if I have more clips to play. I guess I don't.
Now there's more questions piling in. Grumpus on Fire asked Butch what made him decide. Oh, fuck. I don't want to ask this question. Ask Butch what made him decide to start a YouTube channel. All right, go ahead, Butch.
Oh, yeah.
I started you're the reason I started a YouTube channel just because to see how it take off. But as far as the cooking part of it, it's all Hobo's fault. It's all Hobo's fault. He melted butter, and I'm like, I can do that too. I can melt butter. But I didn't do it right until I watched his video. And if you notice, I've never made a video on how to melt butter because I still ain't got it right.
Yeah, I think Pickles put that link in the chat too to Hobo's butter melting video.
There you go. Thank you, Charlie. But as far as why we started the YouTube channel, is actually the joke. I'm like, look, these people can do it. I can too.
Yeah.
If you watch the very first video we put out was actually as a clip of a skit performance from Scarewinds. It's like a Halloween kind of thing at Carowinds they do. And it's a skeleton crew jumping off trampolines and doing all kind of acrobatic stuff. I'm like, well, it started getting views, and I started getting a few subs. I'm like, wait a minute, people's actually watching this,
right?
And so it just kind of evolved from there. So it's more or less just kind of as a joke, just to see if people would actually do it. We'll watch it, and I got to enjoying it, and we got to doing it, and here we are.
All right, so Ben's ramblings.
Actually, you know what? Do you want me to bring up somebody in the basement?
Well, bring him in.
All right, here we go.
Who we got now?
Hey,
Blackstoner.
It's Blackstoner up in here. Hey, if there was one thing, if you were an engineer, took Blackstone and all the designs that are out there, different models, what would you do different?
I'm gonna tell you the one thing that's always got me is I seen this on a thing the other day, and I didn't realize how good of a hockey player I was either. How much food I can throw down that little back grease trap in that thing.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing. I should have played hockey for a living apparently, because I can sling some food down that thing. I done lost bacon. I done lost all kinds of chicken.
Yep.
So I would design a different way, and I ain't really seen one I like. Different models have in the center of the thing, like char-grillers. I know I'd lose food down it. So maybe some type of a mesh or something I'd put over that where chunks of food couldn't actually fall down it. I don't know.
Are any of yours old enough to have the front grease trap where it just goes down that rail?
No, actually, I was gonna buy one then. I held off, and then I ended up getting one when it first came out, the rear grease trap. Matter of fact, I even have a video on it because it was so new.
Okay.
Of how the rear grease trap works. And so no, I don't have the front one because I didn't really like that design. And that's what kept me from buying one for a long time.
Well, at least you wouldn't lose anything in the back.
Yeah, I know, right?
You would just scoot everything right off the front.
The problem with the front one, which my laptop is sitting on right now, I just showed you the trap, is that V channel. You get food in there, and then the grease piles up.
Oh.
And then you have to try to push it down. And then it was a shit design from the get-go. Beyond.
And I always heard the grease would always run down the leg of it, so you have to put some kind of stick or something for the grease to get into the little catch pan. There's a lot of bad designs on that first one.
Yeah, there was a little hole there, and some people, if you put like a paper clip or something down the hole, it'll stick to the paper clip and follow it.
Yeah, I know some people put skewers. I got a friend who used to do a lot of hibachi on his, and he put a skewer in his for the grease just to run down that skewer into it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's
I've seen a lot of mods on those things.
That's another video I made with no intentions of it getting popular. I was watching a guy, the grease was running down. He was doing hamburgers for a National Guard event. And I sent him a message and I said, hey, man, like if you just put a skewer in there. And he's like, can you take some pictures? And I get home from work and I'm like, I'm not taking pictures. I just made like a fucking short video. I lifted the cover up and showed him. And the thing got like fucking 30,000 views. And I was just doing
it's
this.
crazy what picks up like that.
Yeah. All right, we got another question from the basement here.
Hey, it's Keith again. Hey, Keith.
Keith again must have another question.
Actually, I have two questions. If I get the wrong answer on the first, then I won't answer the second one, or won't ask the second one. But can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
Okay. You say those are your grandkids that live with you. Can I ask you where their parents are? And I don't want to. I don't mean to. Upset you or anything. It was just. I'm curious, and I'm sure other people are, and that's the only reason I'm asking. If it's going to upset you or anything, I don't want to ask that, and I'll leave. But I'm just curious.
When I get into a whole lot of details, and I'm not trying to make this chat sad or sob story by any means.
Right.
Their fathers are dead. They have different fathers naturally. And the mother has been just in and out of trouble for a long time now. So, it's just, without getting into a whole lot of detail, we have custody of them. Sir, what's that?
No, that's the way it is. Yeah. I know people that live that lifestyle. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can understand that and appreciate it. And I thank you for answering that.
Oh, you're welcome. And what we do is I try to be a role model for these kids because that's what I feel that's what kids need. They need a good role model.
I want to thank you for doing that, for being a role model and for raising. And because I got a close friend of mine that does basically the same thing that you're doing.
Okay.
And for you to have the balls to take that on, dude, thumbs up, man.
Look, kids is my soft spot. When it comes to children of any, I don't care who they are, race, color, it don't matter to me. Kids is my soft spot. Always has been, probably always will be, So when it comes to them, everything else gets put aside.
I thank you for that answer, and I give you thumbs up, dude. Rob, I'm going to quit keeping score. I'm just going to stay in here. You can kick me out, but I'm going to stay in here and listen to the chat and shit. But I'm tired of going back and forth, clicking fucking windows and knocking me in and out of this different channels and this and that. So I'm going to quit keep the score. I think the highest so far tonight, we've been going for almost an hour and a half now, and we had 47.
Okay.
So, and like I say, I mean, I just subbed your channel today.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna watch some more shit. I watched a couple of videos today. And, yeah, so
Cool.
anyways, that's it. I just oh, one more thing.
Okay.
The Gray Ghost.
Yes.
Yeah, what is that?
Fucking Google it if you ain't fucking got the sense to know who he is.
What?
He was in the Revolutionary War. He was very big in South Carolina. He was very big in the Revolutionary War. If you're not into history, you don't know. The market at Charleston, you were talking about that. Yes, it started basically as a slave market, and it's been there since fucking, I don't know, 1772 or some shit.
Yeah, 1700s.
It's still fucking standing. They still sell. Well, the last time I was there, they were still selling wicker baskets and straw hats and okra by the pound. You know, it's like a farmer's market, and then they got all these other shops and shit. And the history in Charleston is unreal.
No.
Take a tour through the cemetery there, and you see Revolutionary War generals and Civil War generals and regular soldiers. And oh my God, there is so much history in Charleston that
on that note, Keith,
experienced that once in their life.
Yeah. On that note, the little town I live in is called 96, South Carolina. That's actually the name of the town, is 96. It's actually the home to the site of a Revolutionary War battle of Star Fort. The fort is still there, and you can still walk on the battlegrounds. The cannons are still out there.
Really?
They 96. This town started out as a trading post between the Cherokee Indians and the settlers. And then how I got the name 96, nobody really knows, but that's how my little town got started. And the British actually took over the town and made a fort out of actually earthen mounds in the shape of a star. If you Google 96 South Carolina, you'll see a star in the earth, and that's actually the fort the British held against the Patriots. So yeah, there's a lot of history right here where I'm at too.
Oh, there is. I mean, all over, you know. And I'm like, yeah. So that's it, Rob. I'm just gonna sit in here and listen to the chat. I'm not gonna count no more fucking peoples, and I'm like, you know. So
okay, well, I'm gonna put you back in the basement real quick.
See ya.
You can see from there, I think, right?
I don't know. We'll find out.
All right.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Everything you do. So
thanks, Keith.
Thank you, Keith.
All right, so we do have somebody else in the basement here I'm going to bring up for a question.
Okay.
And we'll probably start wrapping it up pretty soon. If anybody has any questions, make sure you ask them in the chat.
Before you bring somebody up, because I'm going to fucking lose this one because I'm already scrolling way, way too far.
Okay.
Ben's Rambling asked, did anyone ask what Butch's favorite type of food to cook is? I don't remember. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, favorite type of food to cook. Now, that's my favorite Mexican, favorite tailgate food, but the favorite food overall, honestly, I love burgers. I love a good pulled pork, on the smoker. Like I said earlier, we're going to start doing more grilling videos also, not just Blackstone. But favorite food overall, honestly, probably chicken wings. I love some good wings, some good hot wings.
Now, do you like wings better on the grill or better on the Blackstone?
Actually, better on the Blackstone.
Really?
Now, I like them on the grill. There's nothing wrong with them on the grill, but I like that little crispy char you get on with the Blackstone. I like that. So wings is probably my favorite thing to cook. Now, here lately, the price of wings is just going stupid. So I got to find a new favorite because I can't afford them anymore.
Yeah, they're $2.99 a pound now, not even cut here.
Yeah, there's restaurants around here actually quit carrying them on the menu because the cases are just the prices are skyrocketing here in South Carolina for whatever reason. I don't know why. I mean, the leg quarters ain't going up. You gotta kill the whole chicken. You don't kill part of it. You know, you can't get the wing without a leg quarter. So why is one part going up and the other ain't? I don't understand that.
Yeah, right.
You know.
We do have another basement person. Tobo, did you want to do another before it scrolls away or no?
No, that was like 12 minutes ago. That's the only reason
Okay.
that
All
I
right,
wouldn't find it again.
What's that?
I said if I didn't ask, I wouldn't find it again.
Yeah. Hey, look.
Hey, there's Lip. I was wondering if he was going to come on tonight.
What's up, crazy?
What's going on, Lip? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. You know.
Good.
Yeah. I love you tonight on the hot seat.
Right.
All the questions are awesome because here's the thing with your channel. Not only do we get the Blackstone experience, we get the adrenaline experience, whether you're living through your grandkids or not. That's what we're getting. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
And
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. So my question as Leprechaun TV is, do you have a trip planned to Cedar Point in the near future? Because a lot of us right here, right now, can meet up with you.
You know, you brought that up. We was planning on going. We went to Cedar Point back in 2018. We kind of made like a round trip. We drove all the way to Cedar Point, which is 14 hours for us. Left. We spent, I think, 3 days there. We drove back down to Kings Island, spent a day there. Drove down to Dollywood, and then came back to South Carolina. And they wanted to do it again last year, but man, this, you know, I ain't got to say what happened. Everybody knows what happened last year. We still have our platinum passes, so I still have all my passes, my meal tickets, everything else for Cedar Point, Kings Island, Kings Dominion, all of them. So yeah, we're planning a trip. If everything still stays open, we're planning a trip this summer. Because the kids love Cedar Point, mainly because you can go out on the beach also right there on Lake Erie. They loved that. So if and when it happens, you'll be the first to know. I'll hit you up and let you know.
Yeah, there is the cabins right on the lake that you could rent and all that. There's tons to do. So if you do even come in the vicinity, I mean, even Kings Island for myself and Hobo, it wouldn't be nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Because Kings Island's only 7 hours. I say only 7 hours. That's actually a day trip for us. Like Dollywood's 4 hours. We'll drive to Dollywood and come back the same day.
Yeah.
So Kings Island's not that bad, really. 7 hours for us with good traffic. And we love Kings Island. Plus, I got to make it to Kings Island to ride the new coaster they just put up. So,
right. See, the Beast.
I love
describe
the
Beast to everybody. You've been there. Describe the Beast.
Man. The Beast is the world's longest wooden roller coaster. And it's built, I think, in 1979, if I'm correct. And it's still the world's longest wooden roller coaster. But it is just it's got 2 lift hills on it. When I say lift hill, it brings you up and drops you. And you go through all kind of turns and twists and tunnels and all kind of things. And then you go up another lift hill and you do the same thing. But night rides on the Beast are just unmatched. It's hard to beat a night ride because you can't see nothing. You don't know where you're going. You don't know when you're going to turn. No, you're just riding. And it's going, I'm thinking, 50-something miles an hour, which don't sound fast until, you just got a lap bar on you. Then it's kind of fast. So, yeah, the Beast is an awesome. I love the Beast.
Beast is awesome.
Yeah. You ride coasters, Lip?
Hell yeah.
I hear you, man.
I grew up in Jogga Lake and SeaWorld. Okay. Cedar Point was like extra. You know what I mean? My dad worked at the steel mill, so company picnics were always through Jogga Lake, Cedar Point, or I'm not even Cedar Point, but Jogga Lake and SeaWorld.
Yeah.
So that's where I came in, 1980.
Mm-hmm. I seen Osa Barbecue put a wooden roller coaster rough, and you're right, they are rough, especially if they're not maintained. But the Beast is probably one of the smoothest coasters at Mystic Timbers. Them are the two of the smoothest wooden coasters I've ever been on.
Have you ever been to Hershey Park?
But
I think the wooden roller coaster.
I really want to go there. That's on my bucket list.
I think it's supposed to be the oldest wooden roller coaster or something, right? Or something about it.
I think one of the oldest. I'm not sure if it's the oldest. Because you got the Cyclone up there on the boardwalk in New Jersey, and that's from like 1918 or something like that. Yeah. Matter of fact, it's got a wooden brake, and you come back in the station, you got an operator pulling a brake to stop the roller coaster.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sounds safe, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Opa, do we
No, but I want to go to.
Go ahead.
I said I really want to go to Hershey Park one day.
Yeah. It's a good place. And then you can stop by here too, and we'll cook up some food.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
Well, that would be really cool because it'd be like two brand ambassadors, like getting it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hobo shaking his head. Hey, we can melt butter,
It had
Rob.
nothing to do with that.
Yeah. We'll make a butter video.
Yeah.
A buy video.
Butter.
Butter. No, we're not going there.
I love you guys, man. Hey, I saved the best for last,
Hey, and we're going to, once we wrap this up, I'm going to kill it and then start a new live for the after the hot seat. That way I can kill that one later, like for real.
I'll be here.
And leave this one up. So I'll, everybody just keep an eye out for that on my channel. Next week, we're actually going to go after party on a totally different channel, which YouTube didn't let me turn into a live channel today. So we have to do it next week. But Hobo, do you have any more questions from the chat?
Not from the chat, but I have two historical questions that need to be asked.
Okay.
Which ties into one thing Mustn't Grumble asked what your favorite song is, but I'm going to tie Butch into favorite music, favorite bands, etc. from his channel name just slipped my brain.
Right. I figured
Favorite
I'd bring Keith in here for the last little hurrah before we hop out.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin. Sorry, Fred.
Yeah.
Okay. Fred, Mega Fred. Okay. Favorite band is Van Halen. I don't know. I guess because the guitar riffs and the drums.
Which Van Halen?
I'm a huge rock.
Yeah, Van Hagar.
Which Van Halen?
You know, I like them both, but to me, the Roth had more power behind it. You know, Sammy Hagar was more of ballads and stuff. Both of them were good. Don't get me wrong, but my favorite song is probably Panama. I mean, that's just hard hitting. It's just right there in your face the whole time. I love rock and roll. I like country. I like all this other stuff, but rock and roll really, especially from the 80s. I'm an 80s kid. So Van Halen was it for me, I never got to see him in concert. I always wanted to. I seen Motley Crue in concert, but I never did see Van Halen. So probably Panama's my favorite song. I just love it. Love the drums, love the guitars. And Van Halen's probably my favorite all-time band.
All right. Also,
I see Lep, you must like Roth too.
And that was Van Halen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That was the Van Halen. Yeah. You had Van Halen, then Van Hagar is what you had. Yeah.
All right. So Butch also wants to know what your favorite go-to barbecue sauce is.
Oh, the Duke's just come out with a new one. So it's a Hickory Moonshine, I think is what it's called. And it's really, really good. So probably that, because it just has a moonshine kind of twang to it. It's really good. So that's probably my go-to right now. And it's put out by Duke's, which I never thought Duke's would make a good barbecue sauce. They make awesome mayonnaise, but you just don't kind of correlate mayonnaise and barbecue sauce together. But they did somehow or another.
I was going to say,
before that,
a white Alabama sauce type?
Well, they do have that also. They actually sell, I think, 5 different kind of barbecue sauces. One's a white Alabama sauce, and it's good. But that hickory moonshine really has a good taste to it. Matter of fact, I mentioned that my barbecue burger video didn't do that good. That's the sauce I used in that video. So maybe I need to find a new barbecue sauce. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to switch over to Sweet Baby Ray's.
I just can't get a liking that. I don't know what it is. I don't like a sweet barbecue sauce. I just don't.
With you, Pop. I'm with you. Fuck that.
It's all about your own.
Yeah. And a lot of people love it. Now, there is another barbecue sauce that we have here inside. It's a mustard base. It's Cattleman's Carolina Gold. Now, it's really, really good. And it's a mustard-based barbecue sauce. I use it a good bit. I haven't really used it on a video before, but I like it on my sandwiches or whatever.
This wasn't in my questions, but I said I watched several of your videos today.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched you do those sliders.
Mm-hmm.
Those salsa sliders.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, where the fuck are the onions? You needed onions in there so bad. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I was digging the hell out of the burgers. And I'm like, man, where are the onions?
I thought about adding onions into it.
Really good, man. Those looked really good, man.
I was going to add onions into it, but I figured the salsa had onions in it. And that's the reason I didn't really want to overpower it. I wanted the salsa and the queso to kind of shine through. So that's the reason I didn't put onion, because I figured I already had it in the salsa. But don't get me wrong, an onion on top wouldn't have hurt it none, that's for sure.
No, I meant onions in it, like a White Castle burger onion.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
that's not a bad idea. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you can get some dehydrated onions if you want. Liquefy them and jump them in there with that salsa. But no, those things look fucking killer, dude. I was like,
those things are really good. I was surprised because I'd never made them before, and I made them. And the video you've seen was the first time I'd ever done that. We've done something similar to it, but never just mixed it all in like that.
You know what?
And that's
what I was surprised at was I'd never seen your videos. I don't know anything about you.
Okay.
And so I went on there because I know you was coming on the hot seat tonight. And I told Rob yesterday, I'm going to check his channel out and I'm going to come up with 3 questions. So I got to come up with these questions. So I got to watch your videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm fucking watching video after video after video after video. And I'm like, okay, I'm seeing shit and all of this that I'm liking. And I'm like,
good. I'm glad.
Hell yeah. I'm like, damn, man. So yeah, no, I love them burgers. With that queso on top and shit, and fuck yeah, man.
They really was good. They really was.
The
thing about my videos is kind of funny. I don't script none of it. I just get in front of the camera and just start talking. And when I first started doing the actual videos, if you watch, I'll have like a smoked mac and cheese. I had one a long time ago. I wouldn't even put my face on there. And I thought everything had to be so properly pronounced or so perfect. Now I'm like, you get what you get,
So you do a lot of editing, man? You do a lot of editing?
I do, because I cut out the dead spots, like me just watching the bacon cook, I cut that out. There's a lot of stuff I may stay in there with.
Number one rule is fuck a bunch of editing. You're making food. You're trying to eat.
You're right.
Fucking do it. And let the people see how it is,
And I do. I mean, I just like to say, but a lot of times I'll walk away from a griddle and I'm over there checking my phone while the bacon's cooking. So it's just really nothing going on, So if it's a lot of times, but with a stir fry, you're there the whole time. So
you can cut that out. I mean, you don't have to film everything. But I mean, to buy 20 pork butts just to make the perfect fucking picture is ridiculous.
No, I don't do that. No.
Yeah. And I'm like, no.
My thumbnails are made on what I pretty much cooked,
Yeah. But
I think we're going to.
Let's get the last question, wrap this up, and take this elsewhere.
I thought we were wrapping up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, Keith, I know you well enough that we won't wrap this up till 2 a.m. if I let you keep going.
Yeah, let me. So Keith and Lep, I'm going to kick you two out for this little last part here. I'm going to start up an after party on my channel. So just reload my channel. You'll see that there.
See you, Lep. And I'll let you know if we get plans to go to Cedar Point and all this year.
Oh, sorry.
That got way too fucking personal there, Rob. That was a hobo sandwich, and hobo don't like being in the fucking middle.
All right.
All right. So last question.
Yep. Go ahead.
And Butch, you're not allowed to say your wife. You're not allowed to say grandkids. Who would be on your personal? Who would be on your personal Mount Rushmore?
Oh, we're doing that one, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, that's
wow.
My personal Mount Rushmore. Ooh, that's a good one.
And you're not allowed to say wife or grandkids.
Okay. Ooh, so it's gotta be 4 of them, I guess, because Mount Rushmore has 4. So I don't know. Y'all come up with some pretty good questions.
Well,
let's see.
I don't know if we
does it have to be cooking or what? I mean, I don't know.
No, it's just
anybody, alive, dead, cartoon.
Well, I guess my dad, because he was such a big influence in my life. He'd be on there. Hobo, you'd be on there because you can taught me how to melt butter.
Yeah,
no, I mean, I don't know. I was not prepared for this type of question. I really wasn't. I mean, I've had so many great influences. My grandfather, he was a great on my mama's side. I love both of my grandfathers, don't get me wrong. But my grandfather on my mama's side he's a lot like I am now as far as with kids. You know, get-togethers are always around. He's going to be playing with the kids, you know, and that's me. If, you know, we can have a big get-together. I'm going to be in the yard playing with the kids, throwing a football or something. So I'm going to say him, my dad, my grandfather, I guess my mom, because, you know, everybody's got to have a mom. You love your mom. I don't care who she is, you love your mom. And, the 4th one, I just don't know. Probably my dog, Toby, I used to have when I was a kid. He's my favorite pet. So there you go. There you go. I wasn't ready for that. That's a good question.
It's not mine. It was from the hot seat before the hot seat before the hot seat.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good question because it makes you think.
I've just changed it from you're not allowed to do certain people in your life.
Yeah.
I got you. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Colin, now I'm going to, all right, everybody, real quick. I'm going to hit go live on the other one while we're still here to test if we can be in both places at once. Well, I mean, we can't be in both places, but to see if I can run it without killing this one, which I think I can.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We'll start calling you Marty McFly.
Yeah.
The Matrix is going to get broken.
Yeah. So this one might end quickly. If it does, Butch, I'll send you the StreamYard to the next one if you want to hop in.
Okay.
This one was more kind of PG-13, except for when Keith was in. And then the next one will be kind of less PG-13, but still fun. So I'm going to hit that now, so that way I can put the link in the chat for people. And are we still here? All right, we're still here. Hey, we're still here. All right, so if you go on my channel, it's there. I can share the link.
It's not there.
Well, it will be in a second.
No, the video's there. Nice backyard. What the fuck is this, a commercial?
After the hot seat.
This kid's gonna fucking jump off a building?
Yeah, it's after the hot seat, meaning like the whole city's torn down now because we wrecked the whole town.
Is the link going to be in that chat or is the link going to be in this chat?
I'm going to put in this chat. I'm going to put
how many chats do we have?
I'm going to put the link to that one in here. That way people can click it and have it in another tab. We'll wind this one up. I mean, people will find it. You know? And then once we're in that chat, I'll share out the StreamYard link and we'll have people hop in kind of say hi and stuff.
Where's the StreamYard link going to be? This is so disorganized.
I'm gonna put the StreamYard link in the chat and in the new one, which
Okay,
I haven't
I'm going to close
done
it
yet.
out.
So anyway, let's deal with this. I had a great time tonight. Saw a lot of great people in the chat. Butch, it was great having you on.
Hey, I had a blast. Thank you for letting me be on here. I really, really enjoyed this.
Yeah, it was good times. Is there anything you wanted to say before we hop out of here?
You talking to me or Hobo?
Well, you first.
Me?
And then
Okay. Oh, I
figure Hobo
thank you for
figure it
having me
out.
on. I mean, I watch. There's so many in here I watch and I really look up to. Thank y'all. I enjoyed it. And looking forward to more times like this. And hopefully we can all meet up one day somewhere. I would love that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and the good thing on you're always in the chat too, on the hot seats and on other lives and this and that. So
I try to be, with my schedule working and with the kids, and we're always doing something because the kids rec basketball and rec football, and so if I miss some of y'all's chats and lives, and I say y'all because I know Charlie has them, Lip has them and all that. If I don't always in there, I'm usually out doing something. I'm just usually busy.
Right.
So it's not that I'm just ignoring everybody. Just please don't think that. We just stay busy doing something all the time.
Yep. Yeah. What do you think, Hobo?
Great job.
I think it was fun, right? Good times.
I enjoyed it. I don't know about anybody else, but I enjoyed it.
All right, everybody. Well, again, it was great having you. This video will be up for lifetimes, so everybody can see it. Everybody hop in that other one. I put the link in the chat there. If you can't see it or didn't see it or can't find it or whatever, just go to my channel and just reload and you should see it there going live. So thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week. Oh, and our guest next week is Mike from Bowers Barbecue.
Okay.
If I have the schedule correct.
That's your job, not mine. I just show up and
Everybody tune in for that one. I'll put the thumbnail out soon, probably this weekend. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure you hit the remind me little button, so YouTube tells you about it. So, all right, see you guys next time. Thanks a lot.
Good night, everybody.